Life is truly and will always be beautiful. And it's so beautiful to notice the small things, to look at the grass and to think about all of the different creatures and the different things that exist in those blades of grass that are underneath the surface of what we typically see, the ecosystem that makes all of it come together in the dirt and the grass, and things that we can only see with our eyes when we part the grass, like we part our hair when we do it. And just like the little ecosystems that contribute to the bigger ecosystem that make all of this work and come together, our bodies, we are an ecosystem. Our bodies, our minds coexist and co-create together. They are not separate entities. We are nature. We are an extension of nature. We coexist and create with nature. We are a part of this ecosystem that makes it all work and come together. And just like our own internal ecosystem, our subconscious, our conscious mind, our brain, our bodies, our hearts, our ligaments, our bones, our blood, our veins, everything that keeps us together and holds us up, everything that keeps us going, and even the unseen forces that exist in this world that also uphold these things, and that causes you to wake up every day, that sees that there is something about you, that you are worthy enough to get another day, to live another day in your life, that you don't have to earn waking up. You don't have to fight to wake up. That you are inherently worthy and valuable enough to wake up just because you are. And allowing yourself to feel and believe that that can be enough, that that can be the closure, that you don't need to write out an essay on why you're worthy. And listen, it doesn't hurt to think of all the things that makes you lovable, but simply just being alive can be enough. Life is so beautiful. And even in our darkness, we can still see how our darkness is beautiful, because that is a part of our human experience. It's a part of what makes us who we are. Our darkness is what contributes to us being a whole and complete human being, having a human experience. It's something that you can co-create with, because your darkness is your depth. And some of us have suppressed and hidden from our own depth because our depth was never celebrated, was never loved and nurtured in the way that we needed. But you don't have to treat yourself the way that other people have treated you. We have our own personal responsibility to take into our own hands on how we want to treat ourselves, and if we want to break that cycle, that pattern of mistreatment. We are not the mistreatment that we have experienced. We do not deserve that. And sometimes we play a cruel trick on ourselves, not because we're stupid, but because we don't know any better. And we convince ourselves that we're better off alone, that we're better off just believing that we're unlovable and we're not good enough, that we deserve the mistreatment that we've experienced in our life. And that is one cruel fucking trick that we play on ourselves. It is one of the cruelest things that we can ever convince ourselves. And it's not that we convince ourselves out of nowhere. It's not like it happened and spawned out of nothing. It spawns out of the environment that we are placed into, that we have no control over, that we're born into, that we just didn't consciously choose. But within that same knowing, our soul chose it. Our soul chose it because our soul knows that it can handle it. That it came here to learn the lessons, and that the lessons that we learn from facing our shadow, from integrating our shadow, from befriending our shadow, that medicine that we extract is the prize, is the blessing. It is a blessing to be on this awakening journey, this awakening path, to heal your relationship with yourself and to have such unshakable internal foundations of self-love and self-acceptance. What I have learned from this path, this journey, is the gift that just keeps on fucking giving. And it is an honor and a privilege to experience the life that I am living, where I get to liberate myself from the inside out, where I choose radically to choose what has chosen me back, to choose my soul the way that my soul has chosen me, to choose my path the way that my path chose me. And so even in the dark moments where we just want to escape it, where we just want to simply die, I get it. Sometimes the pain is just so unbearable that we want to escape it. The pain that comes back haunting us from our past. That seems like this is just all we're meant to experience. Is so claustrophobic. It's so daunting. The weight of the shame and the guilt and the self-hatred penetrates your heart so deeply. But it's okay to let it in. It's okay to let it hurt. It's okay to let it penetrate you. Let the wounds in. Because when you let that part of you in, you set yourself free. Not to escape it, but to hear it. To validate it. To give it compassion. Because when we realize that that part of us has just always wanted compassion, but it never got that, that's when you start to heal. That's when you start to teach yourself something new and something different. That's when you start to teach and show your inner child, your inner teenager, you, the present you, that you have always been worthy of the compassion that you seek, the gentleness that you crave on a soul level. And when you stop depriving yourself of it, just because you've been deprived of it in your own life, that self-compassion and self-love is available to you and something that you can choose in this moment to give to yourself to practice, that's when things start to really change. Not instantaneously and maybe not dramatically, but it's the seeds of intention that we plant in our soul, in our minds, that carries us forth into blossoming into a version of ourselves that loves life and loves ourselves in a way that we've only imagined, that we've only fucking prayed for. Let the darkness in. Let it all in. And it's gonna hurt. And you're going to feel raw and it's going to ache. Let it ache. Because the more you allow yourself to feel your darkness, the more you expand your capacity to feel alive. When you hold hands with your shadow, you know who you are. And knowing that is so powerful and is revolutionary and groundbreaking and inherently threatening to the systems and the structures that literally benefit off of us from not knowing who we are, from feeling so weighed down by shame that is so deeply rooted in our subconscious that we don't even bother to face ourselves. But let the shame in. not to drown yourself in it, not to wallow in it, but to observe it, to see how that lands in your body. And allow that pain that weighs you down to be held by not just your gentle hands, but by the gentle hands of the universe. To know that there is something in this world that loves you unconditionally, that supports you even in ways that you might not see or feel. But the evidence is that you're here, that you're alive for some reason. And whatever that reason is enough. To know that the universe that supports you and that loves you is not the universe or the God that we have been conditioned with, that we think views us and treats us like our parents, our judgmental, conditionally loved-based parents, and Christian-based God that conditions us to be so riddled with shame and guilt. And that the God, the universe that upholds you, that unconditionally loves you, is the very one that unconditionally loves you even in your darkness. Even in this illusion that we have been tricked with, that we are unlovable. Because that is the farthest thing from the truth. Allow the universe to hold you like a fucking baby. Allow the universe's golden hands to cradle you and to nurture you and to comfort you. Allow the tree's arms extend out to you like its roots and hold you with so much love and compassion. Allow the universe around you to see you for who you truly are and to let that love into your heart. To let that heal the part of you that feels like you don't belong. That you're not worthy. Let the universe remind you that you are worthy. That you are loved in so many ways. Even if you don't believe it, even if you don't feel it, that's okay. Connecting to something greater than yourself is genuinely one of the most healing things that you can do for yourself in this life. In whatever way resonates for you. In whatever way feels expansive in your body. In whatever way feels warm and safe. And teaches you that no matter how imperfect you are, that you are still worthy of love. That it is safe to love yourself even in your imperfections, even in your mistakes, even in your flaws, even when you're new and you're a beginner and you don't know shit about shit. That there is still seen and unseen forces that exist in this universe that get excited just by you being you, by you returning to yourself, by you connecting to the land that supports you, that you exist in, that you are a part of. And this is a part of the decolonization work that is so important. to just allow yourself to feel, to accept, to open your heart up to the fact that I am so loved. And even though I haven't felt loved unconditionally in the past, even though I've associated love with pain and suffering and disconnection and abandonment, it doesn't always have to be like that. It won't always be like that. Love is everywhere. Love is us. And the need for love is also a reflection of the love that we need to give to ourselves. I am so loved by the universe. I am a beautiful child of the universe. And the universe supports me and loves me so much. The universe cradles me and caresses me and loves me. In every breath, in every blink, in every sigh, in every cry. And it's safe to let the love that has been making its way to you in. To let the love that the universe has for you in this very moment into your heart, into your life, into your blood, into your soul. That I am celebrated by the universe. And watch how your heart fills up with so much tender, gentle, patient love, patient energy, gentle, tender energy. Allow this medicine to heal your heart, to soothe and kiss the cracks